Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first episode of World of Wrestling. I'm making this debut tonight because this has been brought to my attention that some wrestling promotion is booking two wrestling shows outdoors in this dangerous hot weather conditions. And the venue of of those and the venues doesn't give a damn. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about, is it safe for these wrestling promotions to book a show outside in this hot weather conditions like that? And that's what we're going to talk about this evening. This has been brought to my attention that there is a certain wrestling promotion is booking shows outside this weekend, knowing it's going to be extremely hot and the heat index will be well over 100. And I'm going to tell you this right now. It is not safe for these wrestlers, the fans, the staff, and the security to be outside in that kind of condition, weather condition. And I may get my hand slapped for saying that, but you're going to hear it from me. It is not safe for these wrestlers to be outside in this hot weather conditions. What happens if someone passes out? What happens if somebody has a heart attack or heat stroke? You are putting these wrestlers at risk, and the fans, and the staff, and the security. Now, I have been part of the indie pro wrestling community in Minnesota for well over 11 years, since February of 2011. And I've been going to wrestling shows nonstop ever since. But you need to hear it from me first. Because it's not safe for these wrestlers to be wrestling in that ring. Can you imagine when you hit that canvas? That canvas is going to be heated up. It's going to be heated up so hard, it's unsafe. And this wrestling promotion doesn't give a fuck about the well-being of these wrestlers. Really? Really? You really want to put these wrestlers at risk? You want to put the fans at risk? Give me a goddamn break. Have some common sense, for God's sake. Because the world is not revolved around you. I don't understand why these wrestling promotions has to keep booking these shows outside in these hot weather like conditions. where somebody's livelihood could be on the line here. Trust me on this. I am saying this from the bottom of my heart. I have seen this over and over again. And you don't give a damn. These wrestling promotions don't give a damn. But I can tell you this right now. If this was MIW, or AWF for that matter, that wrestling promotion will cancel the show due to hot temperatures outside. They will cancel it. But for this wrestling promotion, and I'm not going to name names because I don't want anybody taking a shot at me. But I'm going to tell you this right now. For a wrestling promotion to book a show outside in these hot temperatures like this? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're putting these wrestlers at risk. You're putting these fans at risk. You're putting security guards at risk. And you're putting the staff at risk. Really? You really want to risk these wrestlers' livelihood just to entertain us wrestling fans? Get the fuck out of here with that. No, I'm taking this shit personally. Now, I'm not going to name the individual who told me about this because I just got off the phone with that individual 2 or 3 hours ago. Actually, 2 hours ago. And this individual was telling me, I would not go to a wrestling show if it's outside in these dangerous hot weather conditions. That person won't do it. And neither am I. Now, as much as I care too much about the wrestlers. I like the wrestlers so much. I put in time, effort, money to support my favorite indie pro wrestlers. But the question that you got to ask yourself, is it worth risking their lives just to entertain us wrestling fans? You could cancel that show and reschedule that for another time. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to no wrestling show outside in these hot temperatures like that. No, sir. Not on my watch. So, you wrestling promoters out there, you really need to think. Is it worth it? Is it worth booking a show outside in this dangerous, hot weather conditions where somebody's livelihood is on the line? That's what you need to ask yourself. That's what you need to ask yourself. Is it worth it? As long as I'm breathing air and on God's green earth, that's not going to happen. Not on my watch. So, you go ahead and do your shows this weekend. And if somebody passes out If a wrestler passes out, that's going to be on your ass. That's going to be on your ass. It's going to be on the venue's ass. And everybody is guilty until proven innocent. And I don't give a fuck who I offend. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You go ahead. You go ahead and you do what you need to do. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If a wrestler or anybody else passes out or gets heat stroke, it's going to be on your ass. It's going to be on your ass. It's going to be on the venue's ass. And I'm going to say, I hate that say I told you so. I told you so. And I bet you're going to watch this video. And it's like, oh, Michael is right. Oh, he is so right. Yeah, I'm going to be like, okay. Because I told you so. These wrestling promotions makes me so goddamn sick. And the venues, and some of the venues, the brewer venues, you could kiss my ass for saying that to that wrestling promoter. And if somebody dies, it's going to be on your ass. Not them. It's going to be on your ass. Because you the one that chose to book a wrestling show outside in the hot, dangerous weather conditions. And I'm going to seek it to you. That's right. And that's what's going to be this episode is about. The world of wrestling. I added World of Wrestling to the addition to Michael's Corner. This is episode 1. I'm already doing this episode because this needs to be talked about. And like I said, I don't care who I offend, but it must be out there. We must talk about this. This is episode 1, you guys. This is episode 1 of the World of Wrestling. And we're going to talk topics like this. So you better be ready for this. Because it's going to get good. It's going to get real. And it's going to get controversial. And this is episode 1. When I'll do episode 2, you just wait till I do episode 2. Because mark my words, it's going to be big. Michael's Corner is going to be bigger than ever. And I could talk about any topic that I want. Probably the most controversial topics that nobody in the wrestling community dares to talk about. But when it comes to me, it's no holds barred. Now I'm going to end this episode tonight. But just remember what I said. Is it worth it? Wrestling promotions, is it worth booking a show outside in the hot temperatures putting wrestlers' lives and everybody else's lives at risk? Is it worth it? Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Michael's Corner, World of Wrestling.